What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are back in business. We are at wedding number 1 of 2 this weekend. So Friday evening wedding here. We are at the Umstead Hotel, Cary, North Carolina, maybe 15 minutes from the office. And this hotel, if you'll remember, if you've been watching my videos for a while, is a very challenging load in. It is in a loading dock, through a 5-star kitchen, into the ballroom, over to here. So for today, we basically put together a special system that we don't usually use. We're calling it the Umstead rig. In fact, I'm probably gonna go through and make a Google document today of all the things that are included in this, but you'll see basically we have our normal moving headlights because the road case is so small for that. It's the both BPM spots. Then we have the both lighting 360 tubes, but we did not bring the quad pods made by Bun Gear today. We have a little bitty tripod on 2 of them, and then some clips that are holding them to our Pro X stands. So we're not using the pop-up totems either. Instead of the Evolve 90s by EV, we brought out the Evolve 50s. Of course, still got the Bun Gear Command Center, and that's pretty much it. So we've stripped it down to that. Also here, they run the microphones as part of the package that the couple buys. So we are only doing the music today. We'll take you out there in just a few minutes and show you kind of how they have their setup here at the Umstead. But we are just doing the music right off the iPad. Use the DJAY app, the DJ app that we like so much from Algorithm. That's it. So stick around. It's going to be a good wedding today. Small, I think it's about 100 people. It's a beautiful day, but still super hot here in North Carolina on September 19th. So this video is going to be 2 weddings. Like I said, you're going to get 2 for 1 this time. So right now we're going to head downstairs, but we're going to show you and film the way that we load in and load out. So you'll see kind of what we're talking about. We're going to run the camera, and then we'll show you the ceremony setup and see what these guys are running for their microphone system here at the hotel. Let's go. See what I mean? So really it's just 1 floor, but you just are coming out into pure chaos. We're gonna walk you all the way down the hall though when we come out and show you the loading dock as well while we're down here. And then of course we're gonna walk out onto the lawn from a different door to see the ceremony style. Hey. Ceremony's down that way. So this is where we basically load in. Vans over there, we back it up here. We did figure out a way, now that we have the higher roof van, to take the ramp and rig it up on here and still be able to roll up here. The Metris could not do that. The new standard roof van can. So there's your look at the load in for the Umstead Hotel. Okay, so this corridor is also downstairs. This leads us out to where the ceremony is. Come on. So as you can see, they just have a classic line level mixer. They got a little ground lift box here, the 1/8 inch to the USB-C dongle, and then I'm just gonna sit right there in that chair, play the music, and then you can see they've got their speakers set up on the left and right of where the couple's gonna be getting married in just, I don't know, an hour or so. We're super early today, but this is definitely one of the nicest hotels in North Carolina. In fact, I'm gonna stay here next week for a little staycation for my birthday, so that tells you how nice it is if I'm willing to come here, and it's only 15 minutes from my office. I promise you, it's super nice. Hopefully the pool, which looks like it's open today, is gonna be open next week because it's still 90 degrees here. So excited to stay here, excited to go to the spa here, but today it's all about John and Emma's wedding. So stick around, you're gonna see the whole day today. Here we go. Cocktail hours in effect. We just have a playlist that they curated, playing on the eVerse 8 right down there by the bar so everybody can hear it. A lot of people are inside getting drinks as well. About 100 people here today. Ceremony went well. Again, we just did the music. The hotel provided the microphones. They had a little bit of a buzz in the mics, and I was glad it wasn't me. I could see the guy's finger like this on the knob, and I was just like, man, I've been there. But it was just a little bit. I don't even think anybody really noticed but us, because that's just what we do. But everything's moving along smoothly. We've got a cocktail hour, and then shortly we will get some clips of the ballroom, and that's where everybody's gonna come in after the cocktail hour for the introductions and of course the first dance. Unfortunately, the groom is in a boot. I think he said he tore his ACL or something. So I think it's gonna be a real short first dance. Anyway, stick around. So we're moving forward in the evening. As you saw, there are a bunch of people out in this pre-function area. We've got a speaker set up outside. People are out there as well. It's turning into quite a nice evening. The heat is going down, the sun's going down. We're just waiting probably for them to open the ballroom doors. We're about 10 minutes from that. We've got everything set up. We've got to get the tubes turned on, the movers turned on, but everything else is ready. We just did a sound check, checked the mic. We're just final prep work right now, to be honest with you. Intros, quick first dance, because like I said, he hurt his foot, welcome, and then buffet dinner. And they just said, we've got our own buffet down the hall in another little side conference room. So little vendor buffet, bonus, little food actions. So the intros are just gonna be the whole wedding party is one, Emma and John, and then right into that first dance, like I said. So let's see how it goes. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the set. We are gonna get started this evening with our introductions. They're gonna be coming in right over here to my left, and when they do, I need y'all to make a bunch of noise for me tonight. Can y'all do that? Fantastic, here we go. Coming in first, everybody please put your hands together, make some noise for Adam and Nikki. Coming in next, Brendan and Leanne. Welcome in, Bree and Brian. And next, AJ and Kayla. Y'all make some noise for Asa and Mickey. Next in, welcome Patrick and Megan. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody on your feet, on your feet, on your feet. Let's welcome our bride and groom. Give it up for Emma and John. Let's go! Keep making noise, keep making noise! Let's give them one more big round of applause, everybody! Okay, just pulling back up to the office a little bit before midnight. Record loadout for us. We like really packed perfectly going in, easy out. Figured out the ramp thing on the loading dock. All in all, man, as you can see from the clips, great wedding. People hit the dance floor from song one all the way to the end. Couple was super sweet, super nice. At the end of the night, gave me tons of compliments. Unfortunately, we did not get that on camera, but they were very, very happy. They were like, that's exactly what we wanted. One song after the next, you know, club mix style, and they were super happy. And the interesting thing about that wedding was there was no real ending to it. There was no sparkler departure, no private last dance. It was just basically like 11 o'clock, boom, thank you, good night, and they turned on the overhead lights. And I mean, people I bet are still in there hanging out and talking and stuff. So a little bit different than our normal end of the night type stuff. We packed up while everybody was just kind of hanging out talking. Like I said, all the overhead lights were on, and then got the hell out of there, and we're on to the next one. We're gonna swap some gear right now. Like I said, we've got another one tomorrow at Donovan Manor, about 25-30 minutes from here at the office. So we're gonna swap some gear right now, charge up a few of the battery powered items, and stick around for part 2 of this video, because we're gonna run it back again tomorrow. Thanks, y'all. Stick around. All right, folks, welcome back. Part 2 of the video. Today we are in Fuquay-Varina, North Carolina. Weirdest city name ever. Great venue. One of our favorites, called Donovan Manor. We are all set up, and we'll get some shots of that in just a minute. We got in late last night, did some gear switching in the van. We took out the Evolve 50s for the Evolve 90s. Much bigger room, a bigger crowd tonight, so we went with bigger speakers. We did keep the Pro X Polaris stands with the both lighting movers on top, both lighting 360 tubes. We're not using the quad pods today that we make, Bun Gear makes. We're just putting 2 on the floor and then 2 on the actual Polaris stands. Of course, Bun Gear Command Center and 16 IR4 uplights, and I think that's it. So pretty much our basic rig. We swapped out the pop-out totems, like I said, and then we went Evolve 90s today. And just shooting. You know, today's a little bit different, and now we're just shooting the content while we wait for the guests to show up. We are doing ceremony microphones only. They do have musicians for that. And then we're gonna show you how we do cocktails here. We're gonna have a speaker in this room that we're sitting in. This is kind of a pre-function room. The ballroom is over that way. But then outside, kind of behind me, is where they also have cocktails. So we really wanna have music in 2 different spots. So we're gonna run a wireless signal with a little Sennheiser EW rig that I've got, and we'll show you that in just a little bit. And that's really the only thing that we don't always use that we're gonna be using today. But just waiting for the guests to arrive. It's hot, another 90-degree day here, and so we're just waiting till the last second really to go out into the heat. So stick around, this is gonna be a great wedding. Okay, so the ceremony is over. All went really well. We did not do the music, as I said. We just did the microphone for the officiant. It was my friend Nikki, actually, who's a photographer here. She's freaking awesome. And I didn't know she officiated weddings. And then at the end, she was like, how did I do? And I was like, it was great. She goes, that was my first one. So she absolutely nailed it. Now we have moved onto the other side of the building where we kind of split the audio. We have 1 speaker outside, 1 speaker inside. Like I said, it's stupid hot, direct sunlight right now. It's about 5:15, just hot. And so everybody's inside. We'll get some clips of that. They got a seafood tower in there. We have our audio guest book. People are leaving messages for the couple. We got music playing outside, inside, even though everybody's inside, like I said. And then they got this really cool thing over there where you ring a bell and then a hand comes out and hands you either a rum and coke or espresso martini. So that's super cool. I hadn't seen that maybe ever. I don't know. I think I saw it one other time at like a NACE meeting. But anyway, everything is moving smoothly. I'm gonna go change, put on my jacket and my shirt, and then go look over the names and kind of prep and get ready for the introductions, make sure I got all the special songs, make sure the lights are all programmed up, and then we're gonna keep it moving, so stick around.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's bring in the wedding party, let's go! Keep it going for the wedding party, everybody! It is my pleasure to introduce your bride and groom, Mr. and Mrs. Robert and Taylor Ryan. Y'all make some noise!
Okay, another successful event in the books at Donovan Manor, September the 20th. So we almost got to play the 21st night of September. We played it anyway, I'm not gonna lie. But anyway, all in all, great event, super sweet couple. All the gear worked great, ceremony went great, cocktail hour went great. The dance set was long for me at 3 hours. I know all the people that watch this like in Canada or other countries are like, bro, that's child's play. We have a 6-hour dance set. I don't know how y'all do it, I don't know. It's not even about stamina, it's just about like stability. Like, how do you keep people going for 6 hours? That's crazy work. But anyway, we kept them going for at least 3 hours, and they seem super happy. So we're on to the next one, back out again next weekend. So I hope you enjoyed this doubleheader video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We've got gig logs, reviews, DJ tips, all types of stuff. Of course, also make sure you are listening to Beyond the DJ Booth podcast and watching it right here on this channel. And that's it. See you guys again next week. Brand new videos, at least one a week, sometimes two. Subscribe, like, comment. I always love to respond to your comments. Thank you guys. Good night. See you.